Capricorn, welcome to this reading. You might find it resonates more though if this is your moon or rising sign, but let's see. So, Queen of Cups, okay, holding space. Let's see, Three of Cups, Two of Swords reversed, we have the Six of Cups reversed, okay. Yes, see, Five of Swords. So far I'm almost getting the impression that you're feeling that you have to put out this kind, patient, calm version of yourself, betrayal energy, but actually you might be feeling a bit more stressed and exhausted inside than you're letting on. So I don't know if you're feeling that you have to be kind and patient and tolerant with your divine masculine, or if this is just life in general right now, that you're feeling that you need to, you know, not take out your stress or exhaustion or frustration on people, but really what you want is some time alone or something like that. Okay, let's see. We have Temperance, Sagittarius, Three of Pentacles reverse. Wow, Three of Swords in reverse. I even think some divine feminines, I think I've been saying you. Again, I say this every time. It's because I know that most of the people watching my channel identify as the divine feminine, but not all necessarily, so I shouldn't do that. So let me try and remember from this point moving forward to just say divine feminine, because I don't know if you know that's you or not. So the divine feminine, Six of Cups reversed, Three of Swords reversed. I think maybe they're looking back at something in the past within this connection, within this situation, and just saying, you know what, that was painful, that hurt, that wasn't good, and almost feeling a bit deflated by it, at the same time being pretty busy, pretty active in other areas of their lives that are having to go around and pretend, you know, everything is fine, maybe feeling like they don't want to tell people about this connection, or other people wouldn't understand it, or it's just not the sort of thing that they're going to go and tell their colleagues about to explain why, you know, they're in a bad mood. It's easier to just pretend they're not in a bad mood or something like that, or they're actually not feeling burdened or weighed down or sad, they're actually fine. It's almost like there's some kind of a realization here I'm seeing about something to do with the past, actually, I think. Or looking at something in the present and deciding it needs to stay in the past, or it needs to be pushed into the past. It can't move forward with the divine feminine. So let me see. What's this realization about? High Priestess. So yeah, this is almost like access to that intuitive higher knowing. But once we know it, we don't need to run out and share it. We keep it to ourselves. Wheel of Fortune reversed. We've got Sagittarius twice. Page of Cups reversed. Two of Cups, Ten of Wands reversed, and we have the divine masculine here. We've got the Emperor, Aries energy. So the divine feminine could possibly be feeling deflated, Seven of Pentacles, because they've been waiting a long time to hear from their divine masculine. They might even be starting to lose hope and to think, you know what, clearly this, excuse my language, shitty cycle, which is how it feels, is just not going to end. This person, this divine masculine, is not reaching out. The divine feminine might be looking at the divine masculine and thinking, gosh, they seem fine, they seem like they're doing pretty well, there's no message coming my way, do they not miss me as much as I miss them? Do they not care? Do they not want this cycle that we're in to close and to begin a new one? The divine feminine the divine feminine is saying very much that I'm still looking at my divine masculine as the one for me. I'm still here. I'm still offering my cup, but I feel there's no movement from the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. It's more of like I'm holding space, I'm watching, I'm observing. There's a feeling of the divine feminine almost anticipating that the divine masculine needs to come towards them. So I mean, we'll see in a minute what is actually going on with the divine masculine. Do they care right now? You know, are they focused on other things? Okay, let me have a look at this Queen of Cups. Judgment. Yes, I'm sort of like, right, I'm seeing something, I'm looking at something in a new way, I'm making some sort of a decision. Eight of Pentacles reversed, and it could be saying I'm not going to put in any more active effort here for now. because I'm not getting it back. Four of Swords reversed. A realization that maybe they have been more wounded than they thought by this, or that they could even have been a recent triggering, something they thought they'd healed from, moved past, it's come back up. Could even be a pattern of behavior or something the Divine Masculine is doing, and the Divine Feminine is saying, oh, I thought that was over, or I thought you'd stopped doing that thing. And it doesn't even mean it's something the Divine Masculine is doing to the Divine Feminine. It could just be something the Divine Masculine does, or a way of behaving that the Divine Feminine doesn't like or doesn't feel is productive to teamwork here. But yeah, there's a feeling that the Divine Feminine is actually a bit low on energy right now, not doing so well because of this need to keep this kind of heaviness in, project outwards to everyone. I'm fine, I'm grand, everything's good. But feeling a bit sad inside, a bit deflated even. But it's like not having given up hope, but giving up something, giving up, I don't know, putting in the effort for now, or giving up some kind of an expectation for now, but not fully, almost just, I don't know, it feels like let me see. How do I word this? Yeah, that's it, Knight of Pentacles. We know the Knight is still moving forward. He is the slowest Knight. So it's like you haven't, the Divine Feminine has not given up hope completely, but there is some sort of a resigned feeling of, clearly this is going to take a long time, or longer than I wanted. Also, this particular depiction of the Knight of Pentacles, he's looking back over his shoulder, so there is some sort of a reflection on the past and seeing it in a new way, or almost just being like, okay, I'm throwing my hands up, I'm accepting it wasn't as great as I try and convince myself it was. I am still wounded, and I'm not gonna, it's almost like that. I'm not saying this is what the Divine Feminine has been doing, but it's reminding me of that toxic positivity. I think that's what people are calling it these days, when we take it too far, like, oh, you just broke both legs. Never mind, if you have a positive mindset and smile, I think you'll be healed instantly. It's almost like the Divine Feminine is saying, well, I've broken both legs and it hurts, so I'm just going to sit here for a minute and feel sorry for myself, okay? Then I'll get over it. But yeah, there's a feeling of, I'm just going to see it for what it was and accept it. I haven't given up hope, but yeah, things are moving pretty slowly right now. I wonder, from my objective perspective looking in, I think maybe things going a bit slower could actually be good, because I think the Divine Feminine is really, really exhausted and knows it, but might actually be even more exhausted than they realise. Right, so let me get one of these chakra cards, and then we'll move into the Divine Masculine. The number 858 could be important to somebody. Changes, movement. How interesting, because that is almost exactly what I feel the Divine Feminine is saying is not happening here. Okay, let's see a message for the Divine Feminine, please. Quest. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So yes, I mean, obviously Twin Flames are on a sort of a quest, a journey. It's almost like she's holding her hands out, and there's two options. There's this, I don't know, it looks like there are flies and the crops are dying or something, that patch of land, versus this patch where there's lots of grass and the crops are growing well. Again, this is just making me think about the past versus the future. There's something the Divine Feminine doesn't want to bring into the future with them. I'm feeling like, and with me seeing the number 858, I'm just feeling like what we're seeing in this reading is the Divine trying to pass on a message that whatever's happening right now is meant to be happening this way. So if it's seeming like a cycle's struggling to close, if it's seeming like you're having a realization about the past, it's just not coincidental. It might be part of this cycle closing. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're feeling defeated or deflated, and you're thinking, okay, nothing much is happening right now, actually it's almost the reverse. A lot is happening right now, and you might only be able to tie the pieces together looking back, like this Knight of Pentacles looking back. Can we have another one for the Divine Feminine, please? Balance. Again, it's like either or, this way or that way, finding a balance. Also, side note, I think there's a need to find a balance with the between time for yourself, time for others. And I know this can be a busy time. It can be a busy time for people at work. It can be a busy time, obviously, with like friends, family. Also, you know, with it being the holiday season for many people, perhaps feeling pushed into being merry and festive when people are feeling exhausted because it's the end of the year, potentially. Right, okay, so we'll leave these tarot cards out. I'll put these back in case they want to come out again in a minute for the Divine Masculine. And now, let's have a look at the Divine Masculine. Let me just have a drink first. I think you just got a glimpse of my massive mug of tea. Embarrassing. Never mind, okay. Let's see, the Divine Masculine. What is going on, please, for the Divine Masculine? With the Divine Masculine. Show us what's going on with the Divine Masculine, please, in this connection. Now remember, in this deck, the Queens hold the rank of the Kings, and the Kings the rank of the you know, Queens, if we're talking about traditional tarot. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Already, I think that the Divine Masculine is in far more of a dreamy, romantic mood about the Divine Feminine than it seems. The Divine Feminine is seeing the Divine Masculine as being very much perhaps about their work, business, no time for romance, no interest in romance, no time for slowing down, daydreaming. Eight of Wands reversed, okay. 858. I didn't realise this was going to be such a pivotal part of the reading, but I think it is. 858. Movement, communication, travel, change around this. I do think the Divine Masculine actually is wanting to take the action that the Divine Feminine wants them to take, but they're holding back. So let's see what's going on. Four of Swords. Right, well, if both people are in this Four of Swords energy, I can see why there's no movement. The Chariot in the reverse, Cancer there. What's going on with the Divine Masculine here, please? We have the Page of Pentacles. Temperance as well, reversed here. Sagittarius. Actually on top of the Temperance card for the Divine Feminine, interesting. Something is on its head. Hold on, let me keep going. We've got the Fates reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Divine Feminine had the Wheel of Fortune as well. And we have the Five of Wands. The Divine Feminine started with the Five of Swords. Oh my goodness, there's some mirroring here. Both of you busier than you'd like to be. Both of you have this current outward-facing self that's very different to what's going on within. There's also this... It's like a backwards reflection, if that makes sense. So we know that the Divine Feminine has temperance, balance, patience, things happening in their right time, healing. The Divine Masculine has temperance in the same row column reversed. So it's almost like the Divine Masculine is putting out the, what's the word? Suggestion, energy, mask, that they're in balance and they're happy to wait and everything is temperate and it's chill, but they don't feel that. You know, regarding the connection, the Divine Feminine is looking at the Divine Masculine thinking they do. The Divine Feminine is truly starting to come into a place of actually being temperate and in balance with this, because they're starting to accept, okay, this current cycle is obviously taking longer to close out than I'd have hoped. I'm feeling that both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are misreading one another. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's just because both of you are wearing different kinds of masks. No, I think Spirit's at work here doing something. And I don't think it's going to come together until later on. So I'm going to do a reading like this, I think, again next week. And I'm going to be interested to see if it ties into this one and how these pieces start to come together, because there's something bigger at play here. There is a reason why it almost feels like, you know, say two magnets pull each other together. It's almost like there are two magnets, but you're kind of like, not exactly syncing up, and there's a reason for that. I don't know if it's realizations happening, it's helping this cycle to close, but in a way that's going to be better longer term. Seeing things from different perspectives, because look, we even have the Chariot reversed. When the Chariot is upright, we have a specific location we're going to. It's like, if we're driving somewhere, we know where we're going, we're taking the most direct, fastest route. When it's reversed, I feel like we're taking the scenic route, but in this case it's causing stress. 5 of Wands, we know 5 is a challenging number, so both of you want to move forward to a particular destination as soon as possible, as straightforward, as simply as possible, but Spirit's like, no, that surprisingly, no, that's not what's happening now. And with the Chariot being reversed, we're trying to follow the star, we're trying to get in alignment with that voice inside, but something's just off. Like we can hear the voice, but we can't distinguish the word, and it's very frustrating, or, I don't know. Something is ever so slightly off, but I actually think it's supposed to be this way. So looking at this from a high perspective, it's not off, it's perfect how it is. The Divine Masculine is not as together as the Divine Feminine might think, and the Divine Masculine is not as oblivious to the Divine Feminine, this connection and the desire to communicate, as it seems. In fact, it's very much on the Divine Masculine's mind to communicate with the Divine Feminine. Okay, let me get some more information here. I think the Divine Masculine does a lot of thinking and ruminating on when is the right time, and why have certain things happened the way they happened, which is pretty much exactly what the Divine Feminine is doing. But it feels to me the Divine Masculine right now is looking more broadly, more philosophically at the whole thing. The Divine Feminine is having particular insights about specific things that have happened, and maybe actually feeling like, wow, I didn't realise at the time that wounded me so much, or that left me feeling the way it did. Page of Cups reversed, you see exactly. Wanting to talk but not. Knight of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands, so effectively the energy or status of the King of Wands. Well, we have lots and lots of passion here. See how she's got this sort of heart, well, I think it's a mask that she's holding, but it almost looks like it's her face, but sort of projected out. So there's definitely projection here going on, making things seem one way, or seem in some sort of way that they're not. I wonder why. I can see why the Divine Feminine is holding back. It's almost like I'm giving up for now. Why is the Divine Masculine holding back? With the King of Swords reversed, so Queen of Swords effectively reversed. 6 of Cups. The Lovers. Okay, Twin Flames. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. We've got Gemini energy here. Also talking about communication with the connection to Mercury. The Divine Masculine does want reconciliation, that's a fact. The Divine Masculine does want communication right now, also a fact, as far as I'm seeing here in the cards. However, look at these lovers. They are both pushing out the masks. Whoops, I couldn't figure out which way I was going to get it in the camera. See? They're looking at each other's masks. That's what I'm saying. It's like you are connecting, you are looking at one another, but something is slightly off. And the thing that's off is you're connecting to each other's false projections right now. I think that's what it is. But there is a reason for this. It's supposed to be this way right now. Something is coming out of this, some kind of understanding. So the mask that the Divine Masculine might be seeing from the Divine Feminine is, oh, the Divine Feminine's gone quiet, the Divine Feminine, I don't know if they're interested in me, or they're very busy with other things. The mask the Divine Feminine is seeing about the Divine Masculine is that the Divine Masculine is maybe focused on other commitments or work, or just completely not in a place for romance at all, and actually seems to be 100% fine without the Divine Feminine. Yeah, so you're connecting with each other's illusions and masks. But like I said, I feel that the Spirit's done this on purpose. Okay, so let's get a card or two from this deck for the Divine Masculine. Like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see in about a week's time how this has evolved, how it's come together, how it's moving forward. If both sides have had perhaps, further realizations or something, whatever it is Spirit's trying to bring through. Okay, cards for Divine Masculine, please. We have Bittersweet. And we have Impatience. You see, both of you actually want this communication now, but in this card, he's reaching for the moon. So the Divine Masculine is saying reaching out seems like it's impossible right now, or to have a conversation with the Divine Feminine almost seems like I'm wishing for the impossible. Bittersweet. What is bittersweet, please, as far as the Divine Masculine is concerned? Oh my goodness, quest. You see, you are both on this journey right now, and there's something about perspective, the reality versus the projected illusion, the past and the present, this or that. So it's bittersweet because the Divine Masculine is having realizations too. For example, I love the Divine Feminine, I want to reconnect, I'm impatient for reconnection, blah blah blah. The bitterness, so that's obviously the sweet, but the bitterness is, I want it now. I feel like I can't have it now. I'm confused about what's really going on with the Divine Feminine. I know we're connected. I know we feel each other. I know we're seeing each other. I know we're lining up, but something feels off. Yes, what's off is you're aligning with these projections. You're trying to understand the importance of yourselves in one another's lives based on the projections, and the projections are not the truth. Okay, so that's that then. Let's move into the part that I want to do really because my new deck arrived today. So question. So have a question in your mind. I'm going to pull 3 piles. So you can choose 1, 2 or 3, or you can choose more than one. I'm just going to get a couple of cards for each pile. So I don't know if, the reason I'm getting 2 is I don't know if the answer is going to actually make sense based on your question. So just get one question firmly, decided in your mind. If you want to pause, go ahead, but I'll get these piles ready. Okay, so obviously they all look the same. So we've got the pink and the yellow for pile 1. We've got the pink and the purple for pile 2, and for pile 3 we've got 2 pinks. So a nice bit of difference there. So yeah, if you want to take time to formulate your question and then take time to see which pile or piles draw you in, then do feel free to pause, but otherwise I'll just turn them over and we'll see. Okay, so if you chose 1, you have within the next few weeks. So perhaps you asked about timing there. And then, very nice. We have no need to worry. Very nice. Yeah, so if you're asking about something coming in or a change or something like that, the message is don't worry about it. It's happening within the next few weeks. Cool. Okay. So pile 2, let's see. You've got no and ask for help from others. Okay. So this could be a message to say, if you're asking, will something happen, or are you going to be able to manifest something? The answer could be, no, not as you're going or not as things are. Ask for guidance or pointers from people in your 3D or in the 5D. Archangels, guardian angels, ancestors, all of that. They will help you get on the right track. So it could be, I think the message with these 2 together is the input or realignment from others could help you with whatever this is, if you're hoping for a yes. I have to be honest, I feel like it's help mostly from your spiritual guidance team, energies that will have a higher perspective and be able to see into the present, past and potential futures as well. So you might want to do a bit of journaling, meditation, that sort of thing. Okay, so pile 3, we have let go and it's up to you.